Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to talk, is Warhammer killing my YouTube channel? Now, I know that's a clickbaity title, and I know this is going to get clicks on the same subject that many others in the Warhammer YouTubing community have spoken on. Now, let's talk a little bit first about what has been being said from various other creators around the world, and most of them sort of generate to Warhammer has this monopoly on the industry that is suffocating the industry in this one way, and this is making it so creators like myself and others are having to solely or predominantly 99% of the time focus on Warhammer or Games Workshop focused products. And for me, I don't agree with that entirely in my personal opinion. I don't have to focus, and yes, I do have, videos from Warhammer generally do better, but I don't believe I have to, or I've been forced to do them in order to make my channel succeed. I would think in many ways being able to expand upon and look at other game systems like Conquest, like Elder Scrolls, like Warhammer Fantasy that we brought back. I know that's sort of GW, but it's not a GW produced game anymore, have all allowed me to expand my audience and tap into other little recesses of the wargaming community. Now, we're going to go through, I'm going to talk about this in piece by piece. And so the first one is Warhammer Tabletop Dominance. I think we need to have a discussion on why is Warhammer so dominant. And I would say the first single reason is Warhammer has the best marketing. It has the most recognizable IP in Space Marines. Most people know what a Space Marine is, even if they don't play Warhammer. And not only that, but they have storefronts. I think the storefronts for me is that massive way. There is your local game store, but you see a Warhammer store and then you see another Warhammer store in your city. I live in Adelaide. We have a population of about, 1.6 million people. We're not an awfully big city here in Australia. And we have 3 Warhammer stores. That is almost as many as we have independent game retailers in the state. And so it's quite obvious to see where Warhammer gets that tabletop dominance from. And you know what? I don't really mind. Warhammer is how I got into the hobby, and it is because of things like a Games Workshop storefront that I got into the hobby, and that I was able to find something like Warhammer to, get into. And I love it. I absolutely love Warhammer. Now, and I understand how the YouTube algorithms and stuff like that work. They, put stuff out and they go, oh, this is popular, we're going to keep putting out the views and keep showing this off to multiple people, or this isn't popular and we're going to maybe put it in the little closet away from everyone's eyes. But I understand that Warhammer brings a view, and this is to anyone, I guess, wanting to get into the content creation side of miniature wargaming. If you are interested in miniature wargaming, you have to accept that Warhammer will be a part of the content required for you to cover in some aspect. Now, I know hobby channels that do make a Warhammer board. I know painting channels that paint a Warhammer miniature. I know gaming channels that just play Warhammer like myself. Other topical discussion ones like tactics and stuff like that all talk about Warhammer in various forms. And even to the more so, 40k is vastly more popular than Age of Sigmar. And the Age of Sigmar is generally at least double as popular as majority of the skirmish games, maybe with Kill Team actually being almost as popular with Age of Sigmar. But I understand this is a part of the aspect that needs to be taken on, and I think that's an important thing to understand when you're getting into content creation. First of all, though, I do what I do because I enjoy it. I enjoy making content. I enjoy helping people get into games. I enjoy exploring this wide hobby that is widely confirmed and, I guess, talked about as being Warhammer, but is wargaming in essentially. It's like over here we have something, you have saran wrap or cling wrap, or, the plastic sheeting you put over your food when you're going to shove it in the fridge and not eat it 3 weeks and throw it out. But that's called Glad Wrap over here. And Glad Wrap is a brand of that. Everyone, it doesn't matter whether I buy a $2, plastic food wrap, or I buy the expensive brand itself called Glad Wrap, or more expensive brands than that. It is a widely assumed thing that it's just called Glad Wrap because that's what it is. And so Warhammer as a hobby is just assumed to be wargaming as a hobby. And, you know, it is what it is. It is the biggest part of it. Most people are associated with it, so it is what it is. I don't think that does any particular harm. Most people know there are other games out there, and especially more so nowadays, because I try to tell them there are. Now, I do this, like I said, because I enjoy helping people get into these games. And I think that's an important part of any content creator, that I genuinely enjoy what I'm doing. There will be times where I don't enjoy mechanics in a game, and I will not shy away from I don't enjoy those mechanics within a game system. I maybe don't like something within a game system, and that's fine. You don't have to 100% love something, well, 100% like all the rules to love something, you know. You can put this in a relationship, that girl that you really like. You know, you don't have to love everything she does. She might have this annoying little habit that annoys you, but you don't care because you do love them at the end. You know, she might do something like, I don't know, she puts the toilet paper around the wrong way. She goes behind the bush instead of over the waterfall when she puts that toilet paper roll back on the spring. But I think it's important, like, that you enjoy and love. And as a content creator, I enjoy and I love what I do most of all. And so let's talk about, I guess, why I don't think Warhammer is killing my channel, or indeed my passion for the hobby. Now, the difference between Warhammer and other games. Let's talk about videos here. It is no secret. If I make a Warhammer battle report, Warhammer battle reports will do sometimes 10 times as well as any other game system's battle report. Even a Star Collecting video will have 10 times probably on that. That's not always the case, because there are armies and aesthetics from other games that are so popular. I look at, every time I do either a Nords from Conquest Last Argument of Kings or Stormcloaks from Elder Scrolls Call to Arms, every time they are the most popular videos from that particular game, because that Viking aesthetic is so popular. It doesn't matter. It might not do the Warhammer numbers, but it is a popular aesthetic, so it will always do better. And so the difference between here, and I think there's three things to look at when you're looking at these. There is viewers, subs, and view length to talk about. So views, Warhammer just does more. That's be all and end all. Warhammer will make people click onto a video. I try to, for the vast majority of stuff, make my titles of my videos non-clickbaity so people can know what they're getting into. I am, I guess, guilty from time to time of clickbait. Is how we try and get the algorithm to work, to get people to click and to get people to come talk with us and learn about our channels. You know, the clickbaity videos maybe draw in more viewers and sort of get more people into the hobby for me, and get more people looking at my wider catalog on the channel. And so views are important. Subs are important as well, and I generally find Warhammer videos, I will yield more over time doing more Warhammer videos. Like, I'll do a Star Collecting series on, say, at the moment I'm doing Fire Slayers. I'm finding I'm getting consistent views up, and I got lots of subscribers in my first Fire Slayer video, but then they sort of dropped off. Where, you know, doing something new and interesting on the channel, like Moonstone, for instance, that first Moonstone battle report I did got me so many new subscribers, actually quite a bit more than most of my Warhammer videos had around the same time. And so sprinkling in these little bits and pieces of other game systems I enjoy, and I want to check out, and I really do love Moonstone. It's a great game. You should go check it out. Bring in more subscribers that then, once again, look at my wider catalog. I can't just do Moonstone. It is no secret. That just wouldn't work. Moonstone is not popular enough. Elder Scrolls is not popular enough. Kings of War is not popular enough to fully make, you know, what I do now. For those who don't know, I am now full-time doing this from home. Yeah, it just won't make a sustainable channel. But Warhammer plus Moonstone plus Elder Scrolls plus Kings of War, I'm able to get this wider audience. And it, for me, I'm not bothered by that. I enjoy Warhammer. I enjoy miniatures of that company. I enjoy, you know, lots of things about Warhammer. I don't love GW. GW is a company. I can't love them. They do some good things, and they bring out some really nice miniatures as a company, but I love the games, the worlds, and the settings they create, not the actual company. You should never, you know, fully love the company behind it, because they don't always do the best thing, but they are, you know, producing games that I really enjoy. Anyway, so yeah, subs is an interesting one, because I bring in more subs, I find, when I bring in these little sporadic other game looks. So Elder Scrolls generally Every time we've added, a new faction. I remember the first video where we added Draugr to play in Elder Scrolls as a playable, PvP faction in Elder Scrolls. That brought in a ton of extra subscribers that have now stuck around, and all my Elder Scrolls videos benefit because of that. That being said, view length is the last part. I find Warhammer content, because it is so well known, people will skip to what they want. I find my spikes in Warhammer content are much more sort of sporadic on when I change to info pages. So, you've seen my getting started videos where I do a bit of info here, bit of info here, bit of info here, and a list at the end. I find either, where to start and the list at the end have big spikes right at the start of them, and they immediately drop off after, because people will know what they're looking for in a Warhammer video. They know Warhammer so well, where in a Moonstone video, for example, or an Elder Scrolls video, the game's not as widely covered, and so I have a higher view count, which means that video, while it might not generate as many views, it is generating revenue for a longer period of time. It will actually get that mid-video ad shown or something like that. And because of that, I think all of these things can live harmoniously, and I don't think Warhammer in itself is doing any harm to those other videos, because I can still cover them. It's knowing what those videos bring to me and my channel that I really enjoy. Now, on a personal level, let's talk. Warhammer is allowing me to put my passion into these other miniature games, because Warhammer has allowed me to make the channel into what it is today, like Age of Sigmar predominantly. Off the back of that, I'm able to let my passion free in these other game systems. I'm able to really enjoy all these other systems, because I can make, my Warhammer video set, and then I can go focus on Moonstone for a bit. I can go focus on Elder Scrolls for a bit. And because my overall views of the channel are up from those Warhammer videos, the Moonstone video ticks up as well, because those people might actually click onto that other game's videos and just check it out. And that's a good thing. That's what I'm trying to do. I can get people in, and I have videos that end up like my Start Collecting Nords video, which did really well for Conquest. Once again, Vikings popular steady, but I was finding people are actually being directed there from a Slaves to Darkness video, looking at my analytics and stuff like that, because of some of the keywords I had, like Vikings and stuff like that in there. And sort of it drove people at my end screen to my Nords video, which was really cool. So the Slaves to Darkness videos I did a few weeks before actually helped the Nords video out. But yeah, Warhammer allows me to. But these other games in turn keep my Warhammer passion strong as well, because I'm able to, when I'm maybe in a lull for thinking of ideas to do for a Warhammer video, or there's maybe not been any new releases to sort of cover, there's not been a new book, I've done all my Start Collecting videos, I'm up to date and all that sort of stuff of what I need to get out for the people that want it, and I'm able to go look at another game. I really enjoy that bit. Like I just did, a week of looking at 40k Eldar. I'm not normally at 40k, although I'm expanding a lot more into 40k now. And now I'm back at it. I feel revitalized for my Age of Sigmar content. I'm back in the groove, and I'm doing really well with my Age of Sigmar content now. Which is fun. It's allowed these other games, skirmish games as well, things like Elder Scrolls, etc., have allowed me to enjoy Warhammer in a different way, especially skirmish games, I will say, more than anything, or different style of mass battle games. Rank and flank games like Conquest, Kings of War, and even Warhammer Fantasy have allowed me to enjoy Age of Sigmar more, because the games are different. And this keeps me motivated, like piling through these different games, learning these different mechanics, looking at these games in different ways. And so I don't think Warhammer is killing my channel. I think Warhammer is keeping my channel in a positive manner and is allowing me to explore. It is no secret you will have slower growth if you are a channel focusing on another game system or a non-GW system. You will have slower growth as a YouTube content creator. I was chatting to some friends and really liking this too. If you are a soccer channel or football, wherever you are in the world, whatever you call it, if you make a channel dedicated to football and don't cover the English Premier League, which is by far the biggest league in the world, you will have slower growth. You will get there because other things like Serie A and La Liga and all that are popular. They're just not as popular, and you may eventually get to 10K. There'll be channels, I'm sure, that have, focused on other styles of game that will make it eventually, especially in the modern age where more of this stuff is accessible. And hopefully I'm doing my bit to show this off alongside my Warhammer content. You know, I might only get a quarter of the views of getting started for Idoneth Deepkin, and I might only get a quarter of those views on a getting started for 100 Kingdoms for Conquest. But the hope is, by the next time these come around and I do, you know, another, it might be 33%, it might be 50%. And I hope I'm doing my part helping to grow these games. Warhammer is bringing more people into the hobby, and it's up to me, I think, or, you know, other people that have this ability to have a platform to show off these games. And that is something I think is really important. Like, I show off that the wargaming community is much wider without taking anything away from Warhammer itself. If people just want to stay in Warhammer and have that little bubble, that is completely fine. There is nothing wrong with that at all. If people want to explore more, they can explore more and come and find more and exciting things to take a look at. Now, with all of that said, I think it's really fun. Like, you can have all this Warhammer and you can have these other games. I mean, look, I've got a cool Moonstone picture on my wall now. Thanks, Goblin King Games, you sent me that. That was really cool. I like that banner, that picture. I've got that model coming soon. But, yeah, I don't think Warhammer is killing my channel. I think Warhammer is that gateway, and you will find these niche within the niche. Warhammer is maybe not a niche hobby anymore. Maybe it isn't. It's certainly becoming more popular, but these other sort of side games, you know, it'll be like, when I watch soccer, I started, you know, watching the Premier League, and now I really enjoy watching like the Championship, check what teams are coming out to the top flight. I like enjoying watching, you know, I now go watch leagues where, like, I go for Chelsea, for example. My team has loan players where they loan them out to other clubs in lesser leagues. I enjoy watching those loan teams to see how my player is doing for my parent club and see where he'll be good when he comes back. You know, I've broadened my interest because of that original interest, and Warhammer is much the same. You have Warhammer, and now I've gone and checked out, first of all, mostly GW skirmish games. Warcry, Kill Team, Aeronautica Imperialis, I've just picked up as well. But then they've also led me to, I enjoyed Warhammer Fantasy back in the day, so I went and checked out Conquest and Kings of War because I like rank and flank games, like Warhammer Fantasy. Be or end all, I don't think Warhammer is killing my channel. I think Warhammer is allowing this hobby to grow, and while, you know, the company may be trying to take more and more of the pie, I think as long as people, like, on their channels continue to explore other avenues and not get discouraged, look at the silver lining of what you are providing the community with when you put up these videos. Look at, oh, cool, all those Warhammer players have now seen what Conquest is like, and those that get an idea for it, like, I know my own Discord. I know the amount of people that went and picked up Conquest in my Discord when I started covering it, because they're like, oh, this is a cool other game I could be playing. You know, I hope that that's what I'm doing, and that's what I can do with these other games on the channel. Warhammer will always be the major thing, but these other games, I'm hoping I can, you know, broaden someone's horizons, get them another game to play. They don't need a massive community to play those games. I think this is probably my last topic to talk about in this video, is you don't need a massive community to play with your games. I play Elder Scrolls almost predominantly with Nick. That is literally probably my only opponent I've ever played Elder Scrolls with besides my little brother. And it's fine. I enjoy it. Me and Nick enjoy playing Elder Scrolls together. We don't need a massive community. We don't need 100 player, 50 player, 30 player events. I'd be quite happy to get 5 people playing that game eventually. You don't need to be, you know, this big dominant game. It needs to just have people regularly buying it. And, you know, if your game store stocks every new release and all of a sudden you've got these 4 people that go in and buy, you know, at least 2 of them buy every new release that comes out of that game, your game store will keep stocking it. They might not stock as much as Warhammer, but they'll keep stocking it. If they know, they go, oh, cool, Elder Scrolls has got a new release. Oh, those 4 guys that do Elder Scrolls, do you want the new box? And 3 of you put your hand up, say yes, and you get it. He'll ask you the next time. Or she will ask you the next time. Your game store owner will ask you the next time. They will ask you the next time. But, yeah, I want to hear people's thoughts on this. I think that is my outlook on it, in that Warhammer is a gateway, and it allows me, for those people who want to, show and experience other games, and my channel has allowed me to do that. And by doing that, those games have brought me back some success in different ways to what a Warhammer video may bring me back. But that's it for my video. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on this topic. This is, you know, a hot topic sort of going around at the moment. With that said, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now. That's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, drop us a comment down below in the comment section and let us know what you enjoyed about the video and what you'd like to see more of on the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here we have at Sinful Gaming, you can do so on our Discord server, which is linked in the video's description. Also linked in the video's description is our Patreon and YouTube members where you can go to help support the channel and allow us to keep doing what we're doing. As a special thank you to our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, Soren, Greenskins Gaming, Kenny Lauer, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek and Giappi390, and to our YouTube members, Greenroots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, and Monty's Tabletop Terrain. And lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Thank you all for watching. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now, everyone.